Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on Urban Decay's, or one of Urban Decay's latest releases, and that is the Stay Naked Quickie 24-hour multi-use concealer. So I picked mine up recently when I was in the US. I went to Texas and I picked mine up in Sephora, and altogether it is 16.4 mil, so you actually get quite a decent amount. First off, let me show you what the packaging itself looks like, because it is a little bit different. So it comes in this plastic container. You can hear that it's plastic, completely see-through, so you can actually see the color inside. Now the thing that's a little bit different about this, I'm sure you can tell, is the top. So you take it off and then you've got a very dense brush which is on the top, which is part of the whole quickie kind of thing that they're trying to sell to you, and that you apply the concealer, you quickly blend it in with the brush, and then you are good to go. So that's the concealer brush on the top. And then when you open it up, inside you can see a very decent sized doe foot applicator. And if I wipe it off, you can see in the middle where there is a little indent where the concealer itself collects, meaning that you don't need to keep going backwards and forwards into the tube. It should be enough to cover both your under eyes as well as any parts on your face if you choose to do so. Now I'm sure you can obviously tell that if I'm doing a review, why have I not used the brush? Because I refuse to do so, to be honest. When I saw it and I tested it out, I was like, it's too dense. I prefer to use a damp sponge, because I always find that a sponge can disperse the product a lot more evenly. I used to use a brush, a very small brush in the past, and I just used to find that as the product starts to dry, there's not much I can do in terms of manipulating it and moving it around, as opposed to using a damp sponge, meaning that the product never gets a chance to dry, because the water in the sponge keeps it wet enough for me to be able to move it around and make sure that it's applied evenly. I also feel that the brush is too dense to be able to apply it neatly without actually dragging your under eye area. It's quite thick, and this area is obviously very delicate. Now altogether I think there are about 24 shades, so there should be something for everybody. And bear in mind, I'm just reading off of urbandecay.com's website. It comes in fair, light, medium and deep skin tones, and the shade that I've got mine in is 40WY, which is light medium for warm yellow undertones, and it is perfect for me in terms of brightening my under eye area. Now the lady in Sephora did tell me that it darkens, and I walked around the store with it on my hand waiting for it to oxidize. It didn't oxidize. I don't know what she was talking about. This shade is perfectly fine for me, and I didn't find that the shade changed at any point while I was waiting for it to dry on my hand. Now in today's video, I'm obviously going to be doing a demo, and I'm going to be applying it to my under eye area as well as the high points of my face, which is my chin, above my top lip, the high point of my nose, as well as my forehead. And then I'm going to be using a Real Techniques damp beauty blender to blend it all out. What I like about this is that it blends very nicely into the foundation, irrespective of the fact that I had already applied my foundation prior to this video and it had already dried down on my face. So there was no need for me to kind of blend between the concealer and the foundation. They blend very seamlessly into each other. Set it afterwards, I used Huda Beauty's Easy Bake setting powder, because this does need to be set. If you do not set it, it will start to crease within 60 seconds, which is what I've noticed with myself. Bear in mind, I've got normal to combination skin. But one thing I do need to mention is that I bought this, like I already said, when I was in Texas. Now, at the time I went to Texas was the end of February. I've literally just been back about a week or so. And in Dallas, the weather was not hot, but it wasn't cold either. But then I went to Austin and it was 30+ degrees. It was baking hot. So I am able to give you guys a review based on wearing it in a variety of temperatures, and also 2 different countries, because I've also been using this since I've been back in the UK, where it is very cold, just so that I can say to you guys, I've used it in very cold temperatures and I've also used it in very hot temperatures, just to give you guys an idea of a product that is obviously being released at the beginning of spring. Now what they say about this product is, go faster and stay longer with our new Quickie 24-hour longwear concealer, the first of its kind. Each Quickie concealer comes with a dual-ended applicator for convenient and on-the-go coverage, so you can tap it, buff it and be done for up to 24-hour wear. Infused with vitamin E, experience a full coverage formula that hydrates your skin all day long. So they've written that it is waterproof, up to 24-hour wear, lightweight and full coverage. They also say experience the best concealer and color corrector for under eye dark circles, acne blemishes, hyperpigmentation, discoloration and redness. With a real skin matte finish, our waterproof and lightweight formula offers one swipe full coverage without fading or flaking. So that is what they have said basically in a nutshell about this brand new concealer. Now, based on me using this over 2 weeks, let me tell you about this product. I am very, very disappointed with this concealer. Urban Decay to me has been one of those brands over the years that have always been faultless in their concealers as well as their foundations. So disappointing considering the price of this. Bear in mind, obviously you do get a decent amount for it, but it just does not live up to most of the claims that they have said that it is good for. Now let's see their main selling points, right? Waterproof. Okay, so I've got very, very dry eyes, you guys. I use eye drops throughout the day, and when I use my other concealers, using my eye drops is not a problem. They don't smudge, the product does not come off, the concealer remains perfectly fine. Using this, on the other hand, if any of my eye drop managed to seep out of my eyes, which can happen, and I go like that, lo and behold, there's a nice patch there where the concealer has come off. It is not waterproof in the least. It comes off very, very quickly, very, very easily. Now they say it is up to 24-hour wear. 3 hours is the maximum I have seen that this stays looking perfect. Now, when I first wore it, when I was in Austin, after about 2 hours and it was very hot, I could see obvious creases under my eyes. It made me look aged. Wearing it in London in like under 5 degrees, it gave it about 3 hours. I'd put it on at 9 a.m. By 12 p.m. I looked in the mirror. I had creases under my eyes. This starts to crease very, very quickly, makes me look aged and awful. That is definitely not what I want from a concealer, especially one made by Urban Decay. Now they say lightweight. Yes, it is lightweight. It feels seamless under the eyes and blends in easily. Full coverage as well. Yes, it is full coverage. However, I don't really care if it's full coverage if it is not able to last throughout the day. 3 hours, and they're saying it's a 24-hour wear concealer. Nope, nope. No. Natural skin-like finish. Well, yes, it does give a very nice natural skin-like finish. However, it rubs off. They say it's transfer proof. It rubs off. It comes off with water. It creases. It crepes. It makes me look aged. Why do I want to do that to myself? Now, they're saying that they applied this brush on the end to make it a quickie concealer to make life easy for you. No, this needs to be set. They have written that under the assumption that you're going to apply it, blend it out and be on your way. Everybody has to set concealer because they are emollient products. They are liquidy products. And generally speaking, you do have to set that area. Because we've got the natural creases under our eyes as a result of having eyeballs, liquid products do collect under the eyes. So what you're supposed to do is blend it out, smooth it out, and immediately apply a loose setting powder to set it, to stop any liquid from creasing or pooling under the eyes, so that it is nice and smooth and it stays crease free up until you want to remove it at the end of the day. This does not do that. Hydrates your skin all day long. Well, it doesn't even last all day long for me to know whether it's been hydrated for all day long, but my skincare works perfectly fine in achieving that for me, thanks. Multi-use functionality. Well, again, it's up to you whether or not you want to use this on your face. Let me tell you one thing though, when I have applied it to my chin area, my nose and everything like you saw me doing, that starts to rub off throughout the day, whereas the rest of my foundation is perfectly fine. I'm using the Kat Von D Good Apple Serum Foundation, which is transfer proof, and it is transfer proof. So I can definitely see which areas are still covered and which are not. And what areas are those? The area with the Urban Decay Quickie Concealer. In terms of its full coverage claims, I would say that yes, that is true. So it covers blemishes, redness, that sort of thing. But do you really care if it's going to rub off at some point throughout the day? So that, you guys, is the reason why I've given this a 4 out of 10. Very, very disappointed. Urban Decay's concealers have always been great in my opinion. Their Stay Naked line to me is an excellent line as well, but I just feel that this is just not a good product at all. And from my point of view, I would not feel right recommending this to any of you guys. This is just a massive, massive letdown. So that's it for my review of the brand new Stay Naked Quickie up to 24-hour wear multi-use concealer. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Let me know what your thoughts are below. Have you tried it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was it a letdown? Or did you love it? Either way, you know, at the end of the day, everybody's experiences are different. I'm just here to share my one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.